Today was talking about job opportunities in the digital workplace. And one of the reasons why I put this together is because I myself experienced what it is like right now in the midst of pandemic and COVID, where I was a job seeker and needing to be able to organize myself in light of COVID. I was furloughed, and so I needed to strategize what it is that I needed to do in order to get back into the job market. The challenge, of course, is that you're no longer on a face-to-face interviews and so on. And so one of the things that I did as a process improvement person, I am a quality accreditation consultant. And so one of the things that part of my tool set was, I know process improvement. Why not go ahead and apply the skills and knowledge that I do as a living? And so making sure that I use the same strategies as a job seeker. That said, we can begin our presentation, my presentation. So the first thing that I did is manage a routine schedule. So first thing is looking at my calendar, making sure that I created a routine schedule. And that routine schedule consisted of making sure I have self-care. I started that very early in the morning, making sure that I have exercise. I carved that time out for myself. Once I finished that time, then I go into the job search, looking to be in LinkedIn, looking to Indeed, looking to ZipRecruiter, looking to moonlighting. So all of these things that I'm mentioning right now are digital avenues that I've sought to make sure that I'm looking for the jobs that as a consultant, looking to be able to find that market as a healthcare consultant. So that was the first thing. The second thing is that I went into networking and researching into areas where I can actually link with like-minded people in the sense of, women that may be looking for a consulting work somewhere in the healthcare field that they're also looking in the job market. Also in LinkedIn, I also had other networking resources for folks that I have built a relationship. And so wanting to find that place in order to make sure that I connected with them, seeing to see what is available, what is in their workplace. Is there anything that I can look to for projects and the ability to perhaps get a gig work or part-time work in that manner? And then the last thing is professional development. So one of the things that I did for myself is I continuously trained myself. So I would go into the LinkedIn Learning, build myself into their learning lab. They build my skill set that I already know and learn. I also sought out books. I read things that would help me in terms of professional development. And so those are the things that I started out with in my strategy plan. Interestingly enough, I went into the Bureau of Labor Statistics looking to see if what is out there as it relates to the job market, specific to healthcare, specific to being a consulting management consultant. And one of the things that I realized in this is that there is still a market out there. There are still a need for practice management consultant, a quality accreditation consultant. There's still consulting work that companies need in spite of the pandemic. There's a need to streamline and improve their operations, their financials, things that they would need help to streamline and make them viable and sustainable businesses. So that's what I would do as a consultant. And so I found out that there is still that, which is encouraging. And also in the Bureau of Labor Statistics, it lets me know specifically that healthcare is still an industry that is a viable industry to go into in terms of employment. So that was an interesting fun fact that I did my own research and figured out that I still can get a job in spite of the challenge in remote work and also in a digital workplace. But there's still opportunity out there looking to see that the platform is still available in spite of not having the face-to-face challenges. So as I said, one of the things that I started is creating a work schedule. And that work schedule really was a routine. So it would be 6 o'clock. So from 6 o'clock in the morning or so, I'm an early bird. So 6 o'clock or so, or sometimes 8:30 to 10, that was my exercise moment. That was my meditation moment. I created a routine schedule consistent to what I can do, knowing that I can stick to this schedule. This is something that is my self-care, which is really important. And for you to be able to get through the day as a beginning. So that's important. This was my time. Following that, I would do a job search from 10:30 to about say 1 o'clock or so, and that was Monday through Friday, and that's consistent. That's every week. That's what I did, wanting to be sure that I am in LinkedIn, I am in Indeed, I am in ZipRecruiter, I am in Moonlighting, I am in many of those places where job opportunities and searches that you can do for as a consultant. And so those were the areas that I focused on. I would apply. I would certainly take a look at some of the job descriptions, local areas, remote work, anywhere from the East Coast to the West Coast. If there's an opportunity for me to work remotely, that is something that I look to in those online job searches. Then in the afternoon, I would say about 2 or 3, I would be reading and reading my books, also looking for professional developments. And so I would look to see about, how to do better with Excel, how to, for instance, critical thinking skills, how to even just planning my day, what are some other strategies that I can use? So those are my, I would say, professional learning afternoon time. So usually between 3 or 4, I'm doing that. I'm also trying to learn about other applications that I don't know. For instance, whether that would be Access, or whether that would be anything in the Microsoft Office suite, anything that I can build up my skills. And then finally, the most important piece about all of my journey is that not only was I introducing self-care to myself, I also meditated. I also had a journal. So one of the things as I'm reading the books is writing down, things that I'm thankful for, things that I've accomplished, things that, made a difference in that particular day. And I did that consistently. So that was, a Monday through Friday. And approximately, I would say, in that time frame, I was able to be able to realize what are some of my limitations and challenges, and how do I rework my schedule, what it is that I benefited from, creating this routine schedule, where do I get my job opportunities, as I'm doing those. So to recap, it was really preparation time for me was my routine schedule, looking through the online job searches, as I mentioned. I also created an Excel spreadsheet that I created for myself to say these were job opportunities. And so in order for me to keep track of those that I applied with as many as I did, it was not easy to be able to just, not have them in an Excel spreadsheet. So I created that for myself to keep me on track, to know who's responding back to me as far as an interview, how do I, contact these folks, what time frame, and so those are the things that kept me focused and kept me to make sure that I am still on track for the consulting work that I'm looking for. The other is just patience. It is a lot of, time is spent not only preparing, but also just being patient and waiting to see, when that person or interviewer is going to reach out to me, or when is that next opportunity going to come. So there's a lot of patience in that regard as well. So I will say not only did creating a routine for myself, being able to keep up with my skills and more, and also just being patient, making sure that, we are waiting for that time. Did someone respond to me? How can I, set this time for an interview? Making sure I prepare myself, mentally and looking to make sure that I've answered the questions, I've formulated questions. I've also looked at LinkedIn interviews. Maybe there's something that I missed in terms of those questions that, what I'm used to as the person being interviewed. There are resources in terms of online job searches that I look to use. A lot of it is LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter, Monster, Ladders, Glassdoor. There's also Side Hustle, and also there is Moonlighting. So there's many opportunities that you can do as far as online job searches. It does require a bit of time. It does require a bit of patience, but there is definitely opportunity in the digital workplace. It is definitely a change in terms of, how you approach remote work, and also the focus of your industry that you're interested in. I've also networked with an International Association of Women, which opened up a whole new platform for me as it relates to linking up with like-minded women. This is how I met Gracie. She's awesome, and she was able to, network with her along with other powerful women that have their own businesses. And so it was actually quite amazing in that regard to be able to network with these powerful women. Some have their own businesses as entrepreneurs, and others also are similar to me, where I am working as well as being my own entrepreneur as well. And finally, community resources. I think that it's so important to be involved in other community areas that you may not think that have opportunities. So for instance, it could be your clubs, your churches, your YMCA. There's really other avenues that you may explore in that regard. Community is so important in the sense of resources. I found that out in my community as it relates to when I was exploring, other job opportunities locally, and if there are any other organizations that I might not have thought that could also lend towards consulting in my skill set. And so those are the things that helped me in my job search also. The other website I wanted to also offer is the Penny Hoarder website. They have tons of information that you can explore. There's also, they have job opportunities also. They also have work or remote. They have other work remotely opportunities that you don't think of. Some of them are customer service. They're also in IT, and there's also in healthcare. There's also other areas that you might not even think of that you wanted to do as a side gig. There's also in Penny Hoarder, there's always articles and things that they offer what you can do with remote work in this digital workplace. And finally, what I would just say is that the biggest takeaways and tips that I can offer is that creating a routine schedule is very important. It keeps you on track and focused in your job search. Professionally develop, find ways to improve the skill set that you have, and making sure that you are continuously looking to enhance your skills, whether that is with Microsoft Excel, public speaking, anything that would lend you to become better at a particular skill set. And lastly is just patience. Being patient in when the time comes and when there's that interviewer or that job that's actually going to reach out to you and get you to an opportunity that you were looking for. And so it's really much of those three that is going to lead you to that success. And that is all that I have for today. Is there any questions that I can take? All right, I see that there's not a question. I am happy to, reach out for me if you guys need to reach out to me. My name is, again, Sharon Johnson, and my email is sjohnson@hsconsulting834.com.